Watch me ride.
Hey everybody, spring has sprung. I'm saying it, spring has sprung. It feels more springy now. Or maybe it's just because we were so cold last week. Oh, you may notice I got some different gloves on. These are some MRT gloves. If you remember, the riderteam.com is a website that sells a brand called MRT. And they sell these jeans. These Kevlar jeans are really good. They also sell the RHOK Kevlar jeans, but they're going to be back in stock around the 22nd of May. Somewhere around there. Yeah, they're not very expensive gloves, and with code extra5-Spicy110, all the links and stuff's in the description, you can get 5% off. The jeans, though, are great. If you haven't seen my video about all my gear that I did recently, you should check that out. As you know, I'm a big one for big cuffed gloves, but I actually do quite like these. I just don't like the idea of, well, seeing skin, basically, because I know what's going to happen if I come off. Is this grip? There was grip, there was actual grip. That's new. See, the springen has sprungen. It's here. I'm being the first to officially announce it. Because you know, well, my sister came and spoke to me the other day, and she was like, look, because she was getting so pissed off with the snow because she had to drive all the way to work, and she has a much longer commute than, well, I was going to say a much longer commute than me. Yeah, my commute's from my bedroom to the garage and back. No, when I used to work on the island, I mean, she has to go off the island and do a good distance. Well, anyway, she comes and goes, apparently, have you heard anything about this farmer? And I'm like, what farmer? She's like, well, he's made a prediction. He predicted that the snow would happen 2 weeks before it happened, and it happened. And he said it's going to happen again in 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm like, there is no way he can possibly know that's going to happen. She's like, but it could. What if it happens? What if he's right? Like, what's he doing asking the potatoes? But then again, there are weird circumstances where people are very good at predicting weather patterns because they're so attuned to it, they're so used to it. You know, native people probably would have been far more attuned to, no, when I say native, I mean like our ancestors, would have been far more attuned to the weather and the changes of the weather and the signs. You know, like people say, oh, I can smell before it rains. The smell of bikers leaving a biker calf. Seriously, like rats off of a ship. I have been at calf, seen 3 drops of rain and half the car park empty, and it's just like, oh, you pussies. I'm running your roads right over. Go over it, just go, what? And chop it off. I'm not that much of a bastard, I wouldn't do stuff like that. I have learned to be better at predicting the weather, like looking at pressure charts and understanding what causes our weather. But it's still, I think the fact is, with the UK, there's this one thing you can remember, which is if it's more than about 5 days away, we can't really be sure. And where I live on an island, we have our own microclimate anyway. It can be doing some weather here all day and not do it just off the island. Actually, the dividing lines are South Downs, because if you have snow come across or rainfall, because it has to hit that peak in the land, I think that's what causes it to start dumping its load of white stuff. Snow, you know, snow and ice. That's incredibly vertical. No, it's fine. I just want to have a little peek over the top. Hello, seagulls. You can chill. We're cool. You're not crows after all. Well, pretty nondescript, to be honest. Though I do suppose it's a lot nicer looking than just the city, isn't it? It's a train! Catch the train! Tell you what, this is the fastest that train's ever gone. Danny Mears Transport Limited. It's Ray Mears' brother. He'll teach you how to cook roadkill on the engine. Well, I've just booked Derek in for his MOT, so early next week he'll be back on the road, hopefully. My only concern is the chain is a little bit slack, but and I haven't got much adjustment left, but I'm going to adjust it up as much as I can just before, and then get it through its MOT.
is this house was once used for the insemination of Sir Viscount Third Wigan.
Strong currents. Raisins will get you too. Oh, while I'm doing the metalworks on YouTube, I am still looking for jobs, because, you know, if a really good job comes up, then that's going to be a sensible thing for me to do and take. And as the longer goes on, it might be not such a good job I have to go for. But whatever. I applied for one at Goodwood for running social media. Did not get it. But then I don't have a degree in social media. So, you know. Courses. These gloves are very summery, I will say that. Very summery, which will be good for the summer. Obviously. Yes, these summery gloves is good for the summer. Do you have a wintry coat? Yes, that'll be good in the winter. When I was a kid, we used to walk past the golf courses and scream, "Four!" Which basically means get your head down. It's fantastically funny to watch the middle class duck. There's a boat washed up. Let's go and have a look at the boat. It's a bit of a long walk for a vlog section, but, you know, whatever. Oh, I have about 10 keychains left. If you would like to purchase a keychain, I would much appreciate it. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video. I have always said, if you on the comment section of when you purchase a keychain, you can request a little sketch on the invoice. And normally it's just a tiny little scribble, and so few people ask that it's no great deal. But then the other day I kind of posted a picture of a couple of things I'd done. And it was fantastic. You know, I sold like 10 keychains that day. But I was drawing drawings all day long. Here are some of the drawings I did. So as there's only 10 left, I will say you can request a drawing, and I will do a drawing if you order a keychain. It may be simple, but you've got to say what you want. You can't just say, I want a drawing. You know, that's no inspiration to me. I need, you know, like someone said to me, I want a picture of Donald Trump with a sombrero on. Boom. Someone else said, do you remember Margaret Thatcher as the monster that stole your milk? Boom. Someone got a line down for it now? Yes. I want to at least wedge the anchor in. Oh. Kingfisher. You've been absolutely abused. What have they done to you? The old school chair is ruined. Oh my god. Has a red aerosol exploded inside this thing? Look at the size of that oyster hanging off the underneath. This thing has obviously been sat in the water on a mooring for, what, maybe years, I'm assuming? Because look, I mean, this is so brittle because it's so old. This is the thing, these boats are money pits. That's why I never want to own one. I used to use boats all through my childhood, and unless you're, you know, because my family used to be very well off before, you know, the mother-father split and the disowning started happening. We used to play around on boats all the time. And I know how much money they take just to maintain, let alone buy. And then you see these people who see like a boat for like, you know, like 4 or 5 grand, and they're like, wow, look at this thing, it's only 4 or 5 grand, let's buy that. And it's like, do you know why it's only 4 or 5 grand? Like the amount of work that has to go into these things, it's just, everything's just 10 times more expensive. Boats are money holes, that's all they are. Very pleasant money holes. I am supposed to be in the garage doing work right now, but I went to get some lunch and book the MRT and sort a couple of other errands out, and I thought, it's a nice day, let's go for a little ride around. We end up looking at boats. My leg's a little bit sore after that one. You know the whole snowdrop? Yeah, well when the bike swung round, the peg caught me in the shin, and I didn't think too much of it at the time, until I noticed how swollen it was. And it's been developing over the days, and it now looks like this. The thing is, it's still swollen around the bone, and I think I actually bruised my tibia. And I'm not talking the times when people say, oh, I got a bruise, I think I bruised the bone. I mean, I think I actually physically bruised the bone, because that peg came slamming directly into my shin, and there was no meat over the bone. And it's, yeah, it aches. out, and it's got a lot of swelling around it that's just not going. Ooh! Pigeon! No! I'll live. It's just going to take a little bit longer than a bruise to heal, I think. Anyway, thank you for joining me in my random little ride around. Don't forget to leave a like. Pigeon! Subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you next time. Unless I'm taken out by a pigeon very shortly. Squished. Or an old woman. Pigeon. Squished pigeon. Squeegeon.